Hi, this is Miss Kirk, and we're going to do another lesson today. This is IN-6, and it's write and evaluate expressions with one variable. Before we start, I want to go over some vocabulary. Now, if you were in my RTI group, you may have been exposed to this vocabulary, but if you're not, you definitely want to pay attention to this vocabulary. The first word I want to talk about is variable. A variable is a letter or symbol that represents an unknown amount. So you can see down here, we have some letters in this expression. They represent what numbers we don't know yet, okay? And that would be X and Y. We don't know what X and Y are. It could be different amounts that we place in for X and Y, but we haven't decided what those amounts are gonna be, or they haven't given us X or Y so that we could figure out the amounts. So a variable is an unknown amount, and a letter or a symbol represents it. Okay, then we want to talk about algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a type of math expression or problem that has at least one variable and at least one operation. Well, this fits that criteria because it has two variables, the X and the Y, and it also has two operations in it. We're multiplying here and we're adding here. So in that case, we have an algebraic expression. And the last word we want to know about is substitution. And that is replacing a variable with a number. So let's pretend that they gave me this fact. Let's say they gave me that X equals 2. Okay? So where do you see X in this algebraic expression? You should say you see it right here. What we can do is we can substitute that X with the number 2. Okay? Now we know that when you have two numbers right beside each other, what do you do with them? You multiply them. So what is 2 times 2? It's 4. And 4 plus 7 equals 11. So we actually know the answer to this. We know that Y would equal 11 in this case. So we just substituted X with the number 2, and that allowed us to find out what the variable Y was, which is 11. Okay, I'm going to flip this to the back, and we're going to write some algebraic expressions. Now, you'll have to stick with me on these because they can be a little tricky. So let's look at these. Here's the first one we're going to write. It says 4 more than twice X. Okay, so let's take this kind of step by step. 4 more. To me, that sounds like addition. And it's 4 more than twice X. Well, in that case, you want 2X. Because what does twice mean? It means you multiply it by 2, and then you want 4 more than that. So in this case, your expression would be 2X plus 4. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Twice the sum of 4 and X. You can see this one's a little bit different than the one we just did. This is twice the sum of 4 and X. So what do they want us to add in this case when they say the word sum? Remember, that's an answer to an addition problem. They want us to add 4 and X. But then what they want us to do is they want twice that amount. So in this case, they want us to put parentheses around this and multiply this by 2. Remember, if you want to multiply it by 2, all you have to do is put the 2 out to the side, because this is saying 2 times 4 plus X in parentheses. You could also write it this way, 2 times 4 plus X. Okay? And you want to do 4 plus X first because you want twice 4 plus X in this case. Okay? Let's look at this one. 6 more than C. Okay, more than means we're adding. So you want 6 more than C. Well, so you want C, and then what do you want to do with C? You want to add 6 to it. So C plus 6 is 6 more than C. And then let's look at the last one. There's some vocabulary we definitely need to know in this. It says 6 less than the quotient of Z divided by 3. Well, quotient means the answer to a division problem. So in this case, they say they want the quotient of Z divided by 3. And they want 6 less than that. Less than means subtraction. So I know I'm going to have division in this problem, and I know I'm going to have subtraction in this problem. In this case, I want to do z divided by 3. And then I want 6 less than this. So in this case, I can put the parentheses around. I don't actually need to, but I could. And then I could say minus 6. Or I can just go z divided by 3 minus 6 with no parentheses. Either way works. Okay? There's a lot of practice with this on Pearson. So if you're stuck on these, or if this was a little too quickly that I went through these with you, you can definitely get a lot more practice on Pearson. It's IN-6. I've assigned that lesson for you if you want to do it. And I have also assigned an IXL to go along with this. And let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I will see you next time. Bye.